Previously, in the anime, the church had declared an emergency because the heroes from another world defeated the Demon Lord, but now all 7 of them wants to conquer the world themselves. And many other B-grade heroes had also joined them and started wreaking havoc into many towns, so Isha told all the bishop about Sensei and his skill of sending heroes to their own world. And hearing this, even the Pope got interested in meeting with Sensei, but our suicide-loving guy added a new member to his party, although a kid, but he claims to be a warrior. Altogether they came to Tama's hometown and she assured them they can get past Town's Gate because she's famous, but in which category she's famous that's unknown. Because knights surely didn't waste any time to throw them into the jail as soon as they saw them. Now, as the story continues, the knights took Tama away from them and Nier thought Tama must have stolen something from royalty or something, but Annette knew she's not like that. And Sensei got excited thinking they're about to get executed. In any case, Nier is a little skilled in escaping regard. But Annette and Sensei thought he was a valiant warrior, but turns out he's a thief. That broke his heart and their scream attracted the guards, so their runaway plan failed. After that, they were presented to the king and the charges were that they kidnapped the princess so they'd be executed. Their princess Matilda showed up, whom they thought were Tama, and she clears it up with her father that she was visiting other nations to train her fighting skills and she met them in her travels. Annette changed her tune, and Tama wants them released now, but her father refused because he wants Tama to never do something like this again, and he wants her to behave like a proper royalty. Having no option, Tama agreed and gave her last goodbye to everyone. With it the 3 got off the hook and sat around in a tavern to fill up, but Tama being a princess was a sudden shock they got. Until now, Annette was talking so freely with the princess and the waitress heard them talking about Tama. Her name is Fawn, and she was Tama's lady-in-waiting a while back. And Nier filled her in on what happened, how they met, and what King did to Tama, so Sensei asked her about Tama's past because when he first saw her, she was on deathbed. And now she's been confined by her own father, but others think it's rude to pry into someone's personal space. Even so, Sensei wants to know, so Fawn agreed to tell them. And Tama was remembering how only Sensei's expression didn't change when they found out she's a princess, but suddenly her castle got swallowed by something. And the attacker took the throne and came here to eat a demi-woman. He's Karibar, one of the heroes who took down the Demon Lord, and now he's known as the fallen angel of gluttony. And he's here to eat this whole nation up, so the proud cat warriors launched an attack, but Kaibara ate them up in a single snap. His unique skill is peculiar. And he wants to eat a woman this time, so the king stepped forward to save his people from an imbecile like him. Kaibara was ready to fight, and the king did land a hit on him, but it had no effect on Kaibara. That could have killed a normal guy, but Kaibara had eaten a golem and absorbed its hardening skill, so King released his limiter to go all out and kill him. But before the peak fight, Tama came in and she also got ready to fight Kaibara. King told her not to step in because she's not Leon. Leon was her twin brother and was set to become the king. So everyone in the kingdom were rejoiced that peace would be everlasting in the kingdom, until one night 10 years ago, the prince and queen left the world due to an accident on a stormy night. The king was depressed for a long time, and seeing that, Tama asked Fawn to cut her beautiful hair so that she could take Leon's place, but despite that, the king didn't like Tama's decision. And a rift formed between them, and even now, the king told Tama she can't win in this fight, but she dives right in and was about to get eaten up. But the king stepped in and saved Tama at the cost of losing his one hand. Kaibara was enjoying the love drama of a father and daughter, and showed his fingers to anger Tama even more. But the prime minister took Tama away to safety before she gets herself killed, so now Kaibara was set to play around the kingdom some more until he gets to eat Tama. At that time, Sensei and others just came out of the tavern and saw Minister brought out Tama on his shoulders, and he told them what happened in the castle when the hero attacked. There another blast occurred. And Kaibara showed them that he's taken control over the Grun kingdom by displaying the king in chains. He clarifies that he is here to eat all sorts of demi-humans, especially women and children, and men can do their job, so naturally there would be opposition to it, but Kaibara ate him in a flash. So the people panicked and tried to flee the castle, but Kaibara had set monsters to guard the gates, that he brought this monster from the Demon Lord after they lost their lord, and now Kaibara was off to enjoy his time, and Sensei felt pity for the poor girl whose life had been full of tragedy until now, but he knew Tama isn't a weak heroine like other and hoped she would wake up. At that time, Tama was seeing her mother in her dream, and after a while, she woke up in Fawn's place. Then she saw people downstairs, so she came down, and Minister told her what Kybara was doing after he ate her father's arm, so she was again trying to go for the fight. But she would never stand a chance against him, but her father was defeated because of her, and Tama thought she has to step up in place of her brother. There Annette remembers the tragedy of Kowloon Pass, the accident of the royal family once she heard, at that time. There wasn't a single citizen who didn't cry on this incident because they loved the royal family dearly, so if they lose even Tama, they'll lose all hope. That's why Annette plans to handle this without Tama and told her to leave this matter to them. She assured her that they also have a secret weapon against otherworlders, and that's Sensei. Sensei also has the same thought and left with only Annette, Nier, and Mello with them. He approached the gate and they were ready to fight. But instead Sensei told them he's here to get eaten up by their boss because his speech touched his heart. Well, that's one way to enter the castle, just show them the desire to die. And monsters got confused what to do, which agitated our Sensei, and there they go again, right in the cell with a exo-friendly view, but that's all a plan, because Nier will get them out of here. But aside from them, Tama ran away from Fawn's place once more, and the king was bleeding to death when two monsters appeared to inform Kybara about the humans. And there Tama appeared with her banging entry to save her father and the people. And that's where our today's video comes to an end, but stay tuned to watch its another episode. Till then, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest update. So let's meet on the next day. Take care.